Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for all of your likes and your comments. I really appreciate the interaction and your presence here. Thank you for being here. Let us check right in and see what storyline Spirit would like to share with you this morning. Pull this in a little closer. Grab your tea. Collective energy, please, Spirit. Collective energy. Collective energy, please, Spirit. Collective energy. The Ten of Wands, extra responsibility, hard work. Keep going. The end is in sight, nearing completion. In the challenge position, the Page of Wands, limitless potential, excitement and freedom. In the subconscious, Five of Wands in the upright, competition, clashing of petty egos, conflict. In the recent past, wow. We've got a King of Swords here. Okay, so the King of Swords is in truth. And then we've got somebody here who's in a Hermit reversed energy. Somebody's lost their way. So we'll continue, we'll clarify what that all means. Intentions and expectations. Strength, courage, passion, compassion, a subtle power. In the near future, High Priestess, sacred wisdom, divine feminine. High moral feminine. The lens is being looked through. So you have maintained control through this challenge. You've stood up for yourself and you're entering a new beginning. Blind faith and trust. One you can trust in. Okay. In the environment. The Star. Healing and rejuvenation. A spiritual fortune. Hopes and fears. Empress. Abundant. Fertile. Ten of Pentacles. Looking good, Star. Empress, Star, High Priestess. It could be several people out here, or it could just be one magnificent being. Or it could just be the feminine as a collective read. The feminine as a collective is rising in their sacred wisdom, in their divine femininity. Their healing and rejuvenation powers are activated. They're the nurturers, the caregivers, those who make things okay. The empresses of this world coming into their Ten of Pentacles. I like to think of this as a collective, regarding the divine feminine who has exhibited great strength even while being lost. Because I feel like some of these dominator masculines, these phallus worshippers, of governing systems of the recent past cycle and cycles, they buried the divine feminine. They really did their best to erase her value and importance. And so while she was in this energy, this King of Swords can see it truthfully. She remained strong. While she was burdened and in conflict, the divine feminine carried on. She kept on keeping on. What is the outcome, Spirit? Judgment. The Most High God, I believe, is calling judgment on the way that the divine feminine, the goddesses, the healers and nurturing, the divine, the sacred and divine feminine, the Most High God and all of his family is pissed. Over what they have done to her. Those who are jealous of women, those who long to be women, those who denied their own masculinity and tried to destroy the feminine, those who trafficked women and others into sex trades. Will be left in a Five of Pentacles. So there is some teamwork here, working together for long-term rewards. You're coming into love, compassion, proposals, and marriage. This is new, beautiful union. Your inheritance, allowing you to be generous once more. Those people who were stealing your abundance, they're under judgment, facing a Five of Pentacles. You're coming back into this reconciliation. You're being reconciled with your spiritual inheritance. You are being reconciled with your spiritual inheritance, and that is justice. Yeah, the dominator masculine, and I'm not talking about the divine masculine, okay? I'm talking about those atrocious beings who have just traumatized the living, women, children, and they have done atrocious things regarding our masculines. But this read is the divine feminine. This read is the divine feminine, the high priestesses of this world. And she could have started out as whatever she started out as, but she is now the high priestess, star empress, coming into her Ten of Pentacles for managing this burden in a strong way and this conflict. remaining love, remaining loving in the whole process. The strength of the divine feminine is phenomenal. They couldn't flip her into a malicious, militarized mentality. She's got that sacred divine wisdom and strength. The subtle power. Not this power that these dominator masculines like to show about bombing, innocent women and children and blowing apart their bodies. Oh, I'm a man. No, not that one. Okay, no, this is the high priestess. This is the subtle power that works with the divine, the most high, and this family in the unseen. There's far more power flowing here. She has been carrying. Please do whatever you need to do with the genders. If it needs to work with you, you might be operating out of your feminine energy. Maybe you are operating out of this Empress energy, star energy, high priestess energy. I mean, I know that we all have masculine and feminine in us, so please do whatever you need to do with the genders to make it work for you. I in no way am going to look into your personal life and say, this is where you're at. No, that you have to determine that for yourself. It's your life. So you've got this 10 of Wands here. You've been under a heavy load, a heavy freaking load, and you're no chicken. You're no freaking chicken. You're strong. You did not crumble. You may have stumbled, but you did not crumble. And you did not shy away from this challenge that this competitor thief brought your way. Even while they tried to turn out your light, High Priestess, Star, Empress, they tried to flip your light out. They isolated you, made you lonely, had you separated from everybody else. Shh, don't let anybody know you exist. So you've got excitement and freedom and limitless potential. This is you. You're no chicken. This is the completion of this 10 of Wands energy for you. You're coming out of that. We've got vanity here. We'll continue to build on this story, but this is your opposition. These vain people who have been bringing you conflict, calling it a competition when all it really is a challenge for those who possess this. And then you got somebody attacking you. I'm competing with you. I'm competing with you. It's like, no, you're not. You're just being a jackwagon trying to come in and take what already belongs to me. There's no competition here. You're challenging me unnecessarily. Thief. Call it what it is. If you're going to call it anything, call it what it is. It's not a competition. It's a challenge made by a thief wanting something that belongs to somebody else. And that somebody else then has to deal with the challenge of a thief wanting to come in and dominate their life. It's no competition. Bohemian, artists, creators, these vain people were fighting with you. Petty ego, vanity, found out that you're no damn chicken. And in fact, you're quite powerful. They didn't see that in you. They probably thought you were an easy target because you are so caring, loving, and nurturing, quiet and humble. You don't present yourself in a glorified way. You don't seek attention. You don't boast of your capabilities and your connections. And they thought you an easy target. When you're walking in the High Priestess energy, the Star energy, and the Empress energy, they thought you were an easy target because you are so humble and kind, meek, not stupid or ignorant, meek, very wise, very connected, very loving, very nurturing, very full of a spiritual fortune that you pour out into this world with love. And you don't seek attention. You don't have a camera crew there filming it every time you do something nice for somebody. You're wholesome. And they tried to turn out your light, horse playing around with your life, your mind, your light, your vitality, your essence, your free will to just live and be in a good and decent way. But you were too strong. They were blind. They were blinded by their own vanity. They couldn't see you, High Priestess, Star, Empress. All they could see was themselves, better than you. This doesn't look like a High Priestess, Empress, Star. This just looks like a wholesome person wanting to shuck corn, make a meal for the family. I really feel like I want to cry right now. The ridiculousness of this is so awful. They wanted to be you. They wanted to steal your vitality, your light, your essence, and they wanted to dress up in it and be you. You had to preserve yourself. You had to work very hard at preserving yourself from these vain identity thieves. And you were strong. High Priestess, sacred, divine, feminine, being driven by jealous hoes. They could have turned out your light, like when they may have done something to your mental body, like you stolen your memories. You don't even know who you are. They knew who you were, but they really miscalculated as to your interior, your foundation. They can steal your memories, but your foundation is still intact because it was built meticulously, embedded in your spiritual and your material genealogy. They can take the memory, but they can't take what you are. You maintain control through this challenge. And you're coming into your new beginning. One you can trust. One you can have faith in. One where you won't have to worry about this one coming and trying to prove to the world that they can be you better. Addicts. With the bad habitual pattern of thinking themselves better than everybody else. They're drunk on vanity. Bringing you competition and challenge. But you're the star. And they did not take your spiritual throne. You're the star, and your goal was never to be seated on a spiritual throne, or to gain glory, or to be seen as somebody important. Your goal was to tend to your crops and to your family, to take care of your seeds. The vain seek glory. You add to your foundation. Empress coming into the Ten of Pentacles. Conflict will not be making an appearance. You're coming into your Ten of Pentacles, Empress. Conflict will not be making an appearance. Judgment is being divvied out right now. Judgment. On religion. Ouija board. Grave. So judgment is being called on religion that used the Ouija board to cause those who shine to go into the grave for entertainment. Judgment is being called on religion or religious folk who use Ouija board to put those who shine in the grave for entertainment. Thank you, Spirit, for sharing this message with us. I am happy to be of service. You handled this challenge perfectly. And it could be that they performed their acts according to their academics perfectly. They did everything exactly as they had been taught. And you didn't do anything. You were made invisible. You were made invisible. You're innocent. And they made you invisible, and they did a whole bunch of stuff saying it was you doing it. They couldn't recognize you. Or maybe they did, but you were so sweet, so kind, so gentle. They failed to see your strength and your ability to renew yourself after every draining of your essence. They didn't figure that you would be able to renew like that. Maybe they didn't figure you were a star. They knew that you had a gift, but maybe they didn't fully understand the levels of rejuvenation that you possessed. I mean, they were working with it, they were benefiting off of it because they were, living in that energy while you were being hidden. They were wearing your essence and portraying themselves as you while you were suffering, living in poverty with nothing and no friends. They were wearing your energy. But you're no chicken. You're no pansy. You may be a woman, but you're definitely no freaking pansy. The Most High chose you to be the birthing agent in this world for a reason, not this dominator masculine and their vain, egotistical hoe friends. Renner. So your burden is over. This is a completion of your burden. You got this runner here. This vain person who's being challenged by your limitless potential and the fact that you gained your freedom. You're free. They feel there's unfinished business, and perhaps there is. They were bringing petty, egoic fighting to an artist. They were jealous of you because you are an artist. You're a creator being. You're not a pretender. You don't go around pretending or acting like the movie stars do, that they're special in some way. Oh, I'm this person, I'm special. No, it's just an act. It's just an act. So they look at you as their creator and they bring you conflict, and then they want to put you in a hermit reverse so that they can dress up in your energy and then run around and pretend like they are this wholesome person. It didn't work this time. You're still here talking, doing, being. Third party. You're this wholesome high priestess star empress. And you've got low down dirty little hoe bags who will sleep with whatever competing with you. Vicious addicts gaslighting you, saying it's you who are vicious and addicted. And maybe you might have even developed some of those qualities, having them gaslight you and dump that verbal magic onto you all the time, and that energy, saying it's you, it's you, it's you. You may have picked up a couple of quirky little things that you wonder where it came from. It's this third party trying desperately to dump their persona onto you so that they can wear your essence. This is why it's so critical to know thyself. And when you get these anger energies or these urges or anything like that, you really got to look at it and evaluate it and look at your own history and say, is this mine? Is this a curiosity, or is it a seed that's unwelcome, a weed? Because they want you to behave in a way that they are. so that they can behave in a way that you are. But you carried that burden. They were dumping that energy, that mindset, this magic, this destiny swapping crap onto you. And you were there, heavily burdened in there. And you did not shirk away from it. You're no chicken. You're like, you know what's going on. These ones are running away from their karma, trying to dump it on you. You know what they're doing. They want forgiveness for this horseplay. They were playing around, and they flipped you upside down last cycle, put you in a cycle of suffering. Yeah, it worked last time, but it didn't work this time. You persevered through these challenges. You persevered through the labor that they were doing, trying to present themselves as you. They are not an inseparable being. There's no love between you. There's no reason to forgive. There's a reason to release. There's no love between you. So in the near future, you do have somebody who's here trying to drive this priestess. They're messing with your mind. They want to get in there and F with your thought body, your mental body, your emotional body, the way you see yourself, the way you see the world, the way you present yourself to the world and to yourself, mostly to yourself. Because that will be how you present to the world. Unless you're a foolish little vain actor or actress saying, this is what I am. Oh, no, it's not. You have a complete understanding. You understand what's happening here. So they are driving. They're trying to drive your mental body. You know what they're doing. You can see both sides of the situation. You know where you are and you know where they are. They are a bunch of addicts coming in trying to create conflict. But you're able to maintain control and stand up for yourself, and you're entering into your new beginning. We've got the star here. Rejuvenation. Spiritual fortune. Irreplaceable. We've got spiritual throne here, but it came out in the reverse. And this I'm saying is in the environment, this addict who is competing for your spiritual throne didn't get it. They did not get your spiritual throne. You are the star and you are irreplaceable. It is seen. It is in the environment. Everybody can see it. This addict, vain person, bringing competition does not get on the spiritual throne. Everybody can see it. This conflict will not be making an appearance. It's over. It's over. Empress, you're coming into your wealth security, your 10 of Pentacles. It's so wild to me. It's like High Priestess has an understanding of these drivers and what they've been doing, not only to her, these third party enemies, but what they've been doing around. So this High Priestess to me is like it's a Christed being with sacred knowledge and wisdom. The Temperance card isn't out here, but this is an extremely high value individual. Irreplaceable. Nobody can do this one better. This reflection does not get this spiritual throne. Foolishness. So you're getting your new beginning, trust in life, blind faith, responsibilities. I have to take care of my financial and emotional needs. This is a relationship that cares about your emotions and your needs. It's not going to be, this is the way it is and you just deal with it and you deal with it. No. This is something wonderful. Detachment. Whoever it was, yeah, this says, I had to let this go so I could clear my mind. So you're letting it go. You're detaching from these vain addicts who were coming after your spiritual throne. They didn't get it. Conflict will not be making an appearance in your future. It is being eradicated. They want to escape. Conflict is being eradicated. It's like all of the conflict that they were putting into the world is being dumped back onto them, and it's undoing them. It's like it's completely undoing them. Everything that they were putting into the world is being gathered up and then dumped back on them, and they're being undone. There's judgment being called on this religion who was using the Ouija board to send shining ones into the grave for entertainment. I mean, that's what it says right there in a nutshell. I'm not saying nothing that the cards don't say. They neglected to give the shining ones what they needed. These earth angels, these ones who have gifts of the soul that benefit themselves and others, they neglected these ones in a big way. They caused a lot of damage. A lot of damage trying to undo you, divine feminine. You, sacred wisdom keepers, divine feminine, stars, nurturers, healers, those who pour abundance into the world in a good way. And it's like everything that they dumped onto them is being gathered up and put back onto them, and it's undoing them. They're like coming undone. And it's a new chapter. Your heart will be mended. You're gaining a new soul tie. And these ones are overwhelmed and confused. In the shadows. And having disagreements about your new soul contract or soul contracts in general. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what they feel about it. It is what it is. And I'm not, I mean, some people say I should have compassion for mine adversary who, tried to undo the foundation of the sacred feminine, the sacred divine feminine. But as I mentioned earlier, even though they flipped and caused you loneliness, they caused you extreme distance, they could have caused the light and the connection in your own third eye to go out, and you may have been alone wondering why this life sucks so bad. You may not even remembered that you're a high priestess empress star. Until these present moments when you're coming into a realization of, wow, okay, so that's why they came after me so hard. Whew. And you got people out there saying, not to present yourself because you're a target then, right? And I'm like, if you walk with confidence, with your connection to the Most High God, however that works for you, then you boldly move through life. You boldly move through it, despite what these naysayers tell you you're capable of or not capable of. You determine for yourself with relationship to the Most High and your communications with that, or your instinctual connections with that, and you move into something and you say, I can accept this challenge, I will meet this. And you may find out that it's not your forte, but you tried it and you found out what resided in you when it came to that challenge. I'm not talking about these third wheel parties who constantly got you in a circle regarding love and infidelity and betrayal and friends that stab you in the back and want to see you fail. I'm not talking about any of that stuff. I'm talking about you looking inside and seeing, what did the Most High seed within me? Let me look into my treasure box and see. And these vain people, they were so busy looking at your treasure box that they never looked into their own. And you know what happens to an organ when you don't utilize it? It atrophies, it shrinks and shrivels and becomes as nothing. When you're living in the shadows, you lose your sight. When you get yourself too high, you're on the moon, you're far above the gravity that everybody else is swimming in, this heavy load that everybody else is managing. You're way up here. But you lose your muscular strength. You lose your endurance, your ability to maintain. And when you come down off that, it'll be worse because you've lost everything that you once had. Success. You know that there's no greater goal than to love. You've carried this extra burden very well. You're no chicken. You're very strong. These ones want to run away from you. They're vain and they're like, oh, there's unfinished business. And it's like, no, I've got limitless potential and I'm going on down the road. Got your freedom. Got your freedom. It's a completion of carrying this 10 of Wands burden. You've got limitless potential and you've got excitement and freedom. And these vain people are here like, whoa, we got unfinished business. And you're like, give me my fancy little cigarette there. Or whatever that is she's smoking on. Maybe that's just a wand. To me, that looks like a long, beautiful little pipe. And I can imagine her, smoking her herb that causes expansion into that divine space, right? And I'm not talking about going on an LSD trip, man. No, I'm talking about that gentle, whatever. I can't explain it. I should try more hard. In a read, I guess it's difficult. When you're writing a book, you can write it and rewrite it and write it again, and then you can say, oh yes, that sounds perfect, but here, it's live, and I'm not like, what's that dude? Who's that dude? Clint Eastwood, that always comes up with those clever little comebacks. You feel lucky, punk? Denial. So these vain people say there's unfinished business and they're being denied. It's like, no, we don't have any unfinished business. You're like, no, we don't have any unfinished business. You're a third party, you're bringing competition, and I'm done with you. I'm done carrying your burdens for you. They want forgiveness. They want forgiveness. The King of Swords is here with you. In the recent past, sees very clearly that they were horseplaying around and they were flipping they flipped this Empress star, high priestess. I like to think of this as the divine feminine, globally, as the Eve, in this world who was blamed for eating that apple. Whatever, man. Don't give me your freaking regurgitated stories. I see the insanity, the disrespect for the mother. I don't care about the excuses that are made up that give them the right to behave in such a manner to the mother. Foolishness. They want forgiveness. This is the creator. This is the creator mother that they were horseplaying around and they tried to freaking bury. And they're struggling. They want forgiveness. They tried to bury the freaking mother. The Holy Mother. The wholesome Holy Mother that just wanted to nurture and care for and increase the children with love. And they decided to horseplay around, have fun, and bury her. And shit on her, and spit on her, and kick on her, and rape her, and do all this shit. Steal her wealth and leave her with nothing except a freaking heavy burden. The mother was too strong. Through this labor that was being done to her, she was able to preserve herself. This relationship is not a loving relationship. They wanted to be the mother. They were jealous of the mother. There's no love for the mother. They didn't want to become a mother. They wanted to be that mother. And so they did their best to destroy the mother. Whoever these third parties are, they're not part of the sacred and divine. They're servants of something else. You have an understanding. You see both sides of this story. You know what these drivers were doing. High Priestess, you have this wisdom within you. You see them as these addicted folk. Look at this. You've got abundance. You're a limitless being. You can manifest whatever you want in this life. You're the creator mother. The divine creator mother is within the divine feminine as a collective. High Priestess, Empress, Star, the rejuvenator, the nurturer, the birther, the portal between worlds. That vital necessity for the continuation of life and goodness and abundance. They tried to destroy the mother. They tried their best to break the mother's heart. And to destroy her children and turn them against her. They're being detached. A grateful change. You're entering into a new beginning, one that you can trust, where your responsibilities, both emotional and materialistic responsibilities, will be met. You, the way you feel is important to somebody who loves you. You are love, and somebody loves you, and you've got your freedom. And these ones failed to destroy the love of the mother, the love of the divine and sacred feminine. Friendship, irreplaceable. You're a friend. She's a friend to everybody. She pours out her love and her healing and her abundance onto everybody. And these ones were jealous. They wanted her spiritual throne and they couldn't take it. They're being detached. The Empress is coming into her 10 of Pentacles, and conflict won't be making an appearance in this new cycle. They want to escape. They don't have any courage. This is a really emotional read, guys. I got the emotions going here. Whew, Judgment on religion, using Ouija boards to put shining ones in the grave for entertainment. They neglected and failed to give them what they needed. They did everything they could. To destroy the mother. The shining, nurturing, wholesome mother. They have to accept the things they cannot change. Judgment is called. I'm going to look at the lighter side of life. Move to some discipline. We're going to be disciplined. Okay? Somebody's worried about their mind. They're under judgment. And everything happens in divine order. Wow. They tried to freaking destroy the mother. Religion. Religious. Use the Ouija board and other practices to put the shining mother in a grave for entertainment. They failed to give the mother what they needed. And she was too strong. Wow. This runner is in despair because they're facing poverty. It's in the courthouse right now. They want to run away. This vain person thinks that there's unfinished business. They're being denied. You have limitless potential, a free spirit, and you're embarking on something new. You have your freedom. There's expectations. Third party, competition, rivalry, conflict. They want forgiveness from the creator, from the mother. This is really heavy energy. Wow. False person. Third party, conflict. We want forgiveness from the mother, from the creator mother. The King of Swords is here with this wholesome mother. They were horseplaying around in the recent past, trying to isolate this wholesome person, and now they want forgiveness because the King of Swords is here. Disciplined and truthful, reliable. He's here right next to this wholesome person in the house. He could be a guardian. A guardian of her house of flesh, a house of wood, however you want to see it. Journey in the reverse. There's no love between you and these vain people. Journey in the reverse. They wanted to be you. They weren't able to. You were able to preserve yourself through their labor, through their work, to undo you. You were too strong. You have an understanding of this driver, of these puppeteers, of this manipulation. You're a high priestess. And there is a change. Mother. This is the Divine Mother flowing through all of the feminine. And the masculine, because we all have masculine and feminine in us, but this is about this is about the high priestess, the star, the rejuvenator, the nurturer, and the empress within the collective. How she has been squashed, not only as the feminine, but inside of the masculine as well. Like he has been prohibited and made to feel less than if he tries to connect to his sacred mother within. Addict, somebody who's not the main male. Bringing challenges to you. And your new beginning. You're seen as irreplaceable. Somebody is concerned because they're being detached from your spiritual throne. From the position, they were not able to get the position, and they're being detached from you. These people are losing their connection with the Divine Mother. Mature man won't be making an appearance to bring conflict. They want to escape. They don't have any courage. Religion, using the Ouija board to put shining ones in the grave for entertainment, are under judgment. They neglected to give them what they needed. They have to accept the things they cannot change. Great fortune. The great fortune of the Divine Mother, flowing through all the feminine. The religion who used the darker Ouija board practices to put those who possess this into the grave for entertainment so they could siphon this out of them. This is religion. They're under judgment. They're under heavy judgment. There's an official person thinking all up in their thoughts about these high honor couples. A high honor marriage of a wealthy man and his lover. Open pathway. They're under adjudication for the labor that the toil and labor that they've been doing against that pathway, and they're facing imprisonment for the work that they've done. Collective energy, please, Spirit, collective energy. This was an attack on the Divine Mother and her children. They didn't want her to have love. But she's gonna get it. She is it. She is love. It doesn't matter if you strip love and put her in an extreme amount of suffering. She is love. Generated spiritual fortune baskets and baskets and baskets and hearts full of love. What masculine was so mad? Did she what is this? The Holy Mother wouldn't sleep with somebody and they got mad and decided to turn the whole world upside down and punish every feminine that there ever was? Out of jealousy for the fortune she carries within her? For the blessing that she is? they're being denied. They're being cut off. She's got her freedom. She's got limitless potential. These third-party false people who have been bringing conflict to the Divine Mother, residing within the sacred feminine of all beings. These high priestesses, stars, empresses, wholesome mothers, nurturers, caregivers in this world. Those who have the blessing, this abundant blessing that heals. And they did everything they could to put her in a grave. These religious, that's religion. I don't give a shit about religion. And I believe in God. I have a very good relationship with my spiritual family. But these men out here being cruel and vicious, seeing themselves as superior, the Most High God would never behave in such a way. To the mother. They call the mother a prostitute. These ones who dress up in fancy clothes and run around like they're high posh, whatever. They're out there having orgies and shit. And then they do this magic. It's you doing this. And they try to throw that energy onto you so that they can try to siphon your good energy and dress up in it, making you wear this. It's a scam and a scheme. It's the worst of all kinds. And it's a crime against the Divine Mother. They pray for it. We've got a promise here. King of Swords making a promise to this wholesome person. They have a house. There's horseplay here, trying to lose their way. Somebody lost their way. They were trying to bury this wholesome person and lost their way. They want forgiveness. They were trying to they wanted to dress up. They wanted to unalive the mother, this shining, beautiful mother, and dress up in their essence. It's like, ooh, Clarice. I don't know. It's like that movie. Except instead of dressing up in like the, skin and stuff, you're dressing up in the energy. It's still just as like vile. And psychics who travel to your home and spy on you when you're sitting there and you can hear them talking. And it's like, that's just as bad as somebody pressing their face up against the freaking window and staring at you. I mean, it's just atrocious behavior, man. It's vile. And you're a sweetheart. You're a sweetheart, you're strong, and you were able to preserve yourself through the labors of these ones. And they labored hard trying to be you. They labored hard. But there's no love between you and them. None at all. And they don't get to take your journey. They don't get to be on your journey. They don't get to take your life path. They don't get to be you. You've got a family here. High Priestess, family, limitless, abundant beings. There will be a change. High Priestess is coming together. And there is going to be a family here born of this High Priestess, Star, Empress energy. And you got King of Swords here. And who knows what else he's got up his sleeve. He's standing in the truth. There's a whole lot of judgment going down on the violators against the mother. And it's religion. Using Ouija boards. To put the shining one in the grave for entertainment. The mother, because you know the Heavenly Father has blessed the mother. She is the portal. She is the one who brings souls into this world. She needs this great fortune to care for that life form, that to nurture and care for that life form. She's been given this great fortune because she's the portal which brings in the spiritual genealogy into the flesh. And this religion has been siphoning the spiritual fortune and blessing of the Most High out of these mothers with their third-party whores. Having a party, having lots of sex, lots of drinks, lots of drugs, lots of titles, lots of whatever this on the, they can do coke on a witness stand in the courthouse, witnessed by everybody, picked up by all the cameras, and nobody will say a damn thing. Princess. They're protesting. They've got addictions and they're protesting because you stood up for yourself. You maintained control. And you're moving into your new beginning with your responsible partner. Star, irreplaceable, friendship. These ones couldn't take your spiritual throne. They're getting detached and they're concerned. They couldn't get a marriage with you. They couldn't contract with you. You're like, no, and freaking no. How about and freaking oh? No. Because you know what? This High Priestess Star Empress is fully aware of what's going on here. They want to escape. This mature man, he can't bring conflict. He can't make an appearance and bring conflict. He can't make an appearance and bring conflict. They want to escape. He has no courage. It's fate, man. It's fate. All the readers can see it. It's fate. Empress is coming into her 10 of freaking Pentacles. And there's heavy, heavy judgment being called on this religion or this religious person who uses Ouija boards or this spiritual religious witchery to put shining ones in the grave for entertainment and neglect to give them what they need. They siphon the great wealth out of that, and they have to accept whatever is coming. What's coming for these religious thieves? Homelessness. Homelessness. It could be house of wood, house of flesh. I don't know. It's homelessness. I don't know if they're going to be like living on the street or if they're going to be a wandering spirit. Who knows? But you persevered. This particular shining one persevered and reached their goals and is causing loss for this religious person. And it's the scheduled time. And that's good news. They're all stressed out in the head. Worried about your alliances. You made merit. You made merit and you got alliances. And this is like, you know, when you're all alone and everybody's crapping on you and you're sitting here desperately trying to love yourself, but you got this stream of negative thought forms flowing through your mind. And it's like, oh no, if the world's going to shit on me, I'm not going to shit on myself. I've got to reformat my mind. And so you start restructuring the thought forms that are flowing through your mind and you take command of that. And you're like, no, bitch, you're not going to tell me that I'm fat or that I'm ugly, bitch. I'm a beautiful woman who has come through severe freaking challenges. My body is a power freaking house. I don't care what you think about its looks, bitch. My alliances happen to think I'm special. And I hope you're saying that to any negative thought form that comes through your head, because don't let that shit stream through there. Please pardon my language. I'm feeling a little emotional about this read. It was purposeful. The world was set up to crap on your head, to be unfaithful, to hurt you, to tear your heart out, and to shatter you emotionally over and over and over again, to crush you, to take away your faith that love even existed. And you knew it did because it was in you, and you said, okay, world, you're going to shit on me, I'm going to love me. And you, like I said, you got to take command of your thought forms. Because if the whole world is crapping on you, then you have to love you. You have to do it. And you have to do it in such a way that opens you up and allows God to do it too. Tell the Most High how precious you think your vessel is. Tell the Most High how grateful you are to breathe. Notice the sweet things in life. Power through negativity. Don't let it dwell within you. It's a freaking tool of those who want to be with you to get you into a trap. And you're worth saving from death. Gain. Conclusion. Whatever these ones had going on it was a fantasy. They're facing confinement now and some risky situations that they may need to survive. There's a new family tree. Holy moly, 1 hour and 17 minutes. I'm not going to go another pass, although I could because this is intense and I should. I'm going to because, you know what? If it's too long, you can skip forward. I need to get this out there. It seems like I got lost in there somewhere, but this is like wild. Creator Mother. Mother Creator. Dwelling within all of the sacred and divine wisdom, portal keepers, portal holders, those which have been blessed with the great fortune by the Most High, those whose religion uses dark practices to drain and put you into the grave for entertainment so that they can siphon this great fortune from you. This is their kick, man. This is their freaking kick. And this is how they get their house. They take it from the mother. They take it from the freaking mother. Heavenly Father gave the house to the mother because the mother is the portal with the star seed, the child, and the mother needs the house just to support this child. But you got these dominator masculines coming in, creating the child and then leaving, and sometimes taking the house. But then you got these religious people causing all that. I think it's a mental manipulation. I know it sounds outlandish. A scholar is facing poverty. They're in the courthouse and they're in despair. They want to run away from this. You were successful in this heavy burden that you've been carrying. You are no chicken. You are no chicken. You did not shy away from the challenge. You bucked up and you got right in there and did it. High Priestess, Star, Empress, Mother Creator. The essence which flows through the divine feminine. The mother, resilient and strong and sweet. falseness. Vain. Denied. They think there's unfinished business, these vain people, and they're being denied. No, they're false. You see them for who they are. You're like, no, there's no unfinished business here. Denied. There's no unfinished business here. Okay, you have limitless potential. You're a limitless being. You're expecting your freedom. You are a blessing. These false people want forgiveness from the mother. They want to ask the mother for forgiveness. No. No, it's unfortunate. Death in the reverse. They could not cause a death for the mother, for the creator mother. The wholesome creator mother. God, I want to cry again. I can't believe they did that to the mother. They're going to go under a misfortune. Malady. In the reverse, they couldn't cause the mother to be sick. The mother has a promise here from the King of Swords. Those who are horse playing are going to be moved at a distance. They're still seeking forgiveness. They were not able to cause a death for the mother. The mother was able to self-preserve through the labor that these ones were doing. She's too strong. She's a sweetheart. They wanted to be her, but they didn't want to become a mother. They just wanted to be the original mother, the mother, the all mother, the essence which flows through all mothers, the freaking essence which flows through all mothers, the portals of divine soul. The golden egg. The golden egg belongs to the child. The golden egg is the spirit baby, okay? And then this religion, they go in and they drain the essence out of the golden egg before the child is even birthed. And then they put the mother into a grave. They martyr her and put her into a grave for entertainment, a state of suffering. A state of suffering. And they did it for entertainment. They thought it was funny to see this mother that the Most High has blessed with this great fortune. They thought it was funny to see her suffer and to be neglected while trying to raise the Most High's children, these spirit babies, the essence, the spirit family, the lineage of spirit being birthed through the portal here. Oh, these guys are in big ass trouble. Big freaking trouble. And you know what makes it so bad for them? Is that they've lost favor with the mother. old woman in the reverse. She's not an old woman, or she will be made into a young woman. She's going to have a family. She has a family, her spiritual family. She's a limitless being and can manifest whatever she desires in this physical reality. And this religious Ouija board, whatever they got going on there, man, they're protesting. They're addicted. They got addictions. They're not the main male. They're a whiny little bitch. Suffering a misfortune. A misfortune that they wanted for the mother. And they were having entertainment. It was fun to neglect the Holy Mother. That essence which flows through the divine. And that's what they're looking for now, or that's what they were looking for. They wanted to find the Holy Mother. They couldn't find the Holy Mother. There's a lot of very vibrant and potent feminines out there, but they couldn't make up their mind as to who is, and they still can't make up their mind as to who is the actual mother, the actual creator mother. They have a list of traits that they're looking for. But of course, the Most High, the master strategist. Oh, I wanted to cuss so bad. It looks like the mind effer got mind effed. I'll say that. Faithfulness. Faithfulness. The star is faithful and true. This holy, faithful and true. Irreplaceable friend. And these ones, they're suffering a misfortune, these addicts. They did not get a marriage with the star. And so now, and so they didn't get the spiritual throne. And they're being detached. They're concerned. They're getting a letter. They're concerned about a letter of detachment. They got a letter saying, you're let go. You're fired. And this mature man, he's not able to make an appearance to bring conflict. He wants to escape. He has no courage. The Empress is here with her 10 of Pentacles, and that's fate. Everybody can see it with their fortune telling. This one is facing prison. They're going into prison, and yes, this professional freaking widower. Professional freaking religious widower gaining spiritual contracts with the mother, divine mothers, and then martyring them and stealing the inheritance. Face in prison. No lover. Nope. No love for you, bitch. Sorry, guys. I really am restraining myself. Honest. Waiting. Religious person using Ouija boards to put the shining ones into a grave for entertainment. They're waiting to become homeless. Judgment is happening here. They neglected to give the mothers what they needed. They have to accept the things they cannot change. Where did that go? Oh, there it is. Servant in the reverse. Servant in the reverse. They're not a servant. It's like a servant. It's like this religious, they were supposed to be a servant of the Creator Mother. And they didn't. They failed to give the Creator Mother what they needed. Instead, they blamed her and then shit on her. As a collective, the essence of the Holy Mother has been flowing through all of the divine feminines, the womb portal keepers, and the wealth that has been that's supposed to be gifted to these mothers has been siphoned out by these ones who were supposed to be protecting the Creator Mother. These religious people, yeah, they failed. Instead, they decided to go to war with the Holy Mother out of jealousy. Out of jealousy. Because of the gift and the thief. They're a thief, and they were jealous about this gift. And so they went to war with the Holy Mother because they're haughty pleasure seekers. Wanting to party all the time. Oh, I am important. Oh, I'm the blessing. Oh, God bestowed this upon me. Oh, no, he didn't, you little hoe bag. You're just a fraudulent parasite. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. Is this a surprise? No, not to me. They're going on a journey. They're going on a journey, and that's cause for joyfulness. This foe will be a servant. And you are happy in your mind. Everybody's having conversation about this wedding that's coming up. And the enemy owes this merchant. This merchant is thinking about this enemy and a fortune that they owe. They owe this merchant a fortune. This religious, they owe this merchant a fortune. They weren't able to siphon the gift out of the Holy Mother this time. They couldn't locate her. Like the attributes were all screwed up. They had the wrong or the right. I don't know. You know, with abortion and all of that stuff, maybe they accidentally aborted the Holy Mother and they couldn't use her as a sacrifice this time in order to gain their wealth. They effed themselves. Whatever, guys. This is a really heavy read, and it's really out there, and I am wanting to dive right out of this. It's a really long, an hour and 33 minutes, dudes, dudettes. This is big. Holy Mother smoking her pipe saying, my child, what are you doing? You say you want forgiveness for this. You want forgiveness for this. The Heavenly Father is here. The Most High God is here. The one who bestowed this great fortune upon the divine portal keepers of this realm sees what they've been doing, and he's here casting judgment. This is heavy. Heavy. See you on the next one.